Today's video, I'm going to show you probably like the easiest tips and tricks on how to get your wig to lay flat to your head, especially if you have thicker hair. I'm going to show you all of the tips and tricks that I have that is just going to make your wig look super good. It's probably like the simplest method that you'll ever see that actually works. So let's get into it. Trick number one. I like to section my hair into 2 ponies. If you have thicker hair, I would say 3 ponies would be better. But if you have hair like me, then 2 is going to work fine. Now I'll grab a little bit of gel. My favorite, you can like use any type of gel, but my favorite personally is the Lotta Body 24-hour edge control. Trust me, like when you use this, your hair is not like going anywhere. It's like stuck to your head. And it's probably like the best gel that I've tried. It dries down so fast and everything just stays in place. But here's like where the magic actually happens. I like to take a boar bristle brush. I have one that's like double-sided. You can kind of like control if you want like the harder boar brush side or the softer one. I like to use the softer one just because it's less damaging onto the hair. But I'll take my boar brush and dip it into the gel and smooth it through my hair. But pay attention here because this is where it gets really good, and this is how you're gonna stop your wig from like taking up most of your forehead. You want to make sure that you are pushing all the hair framing your face upwards. If you push it upwards, this is going to give you so much more space to actually put the hairline of the wig, especially if you have a wig that has like a front lace in the front that has natural looking hair. You're gonna want to be able to put it as close to your hairline as possible, or else you're gonna be left with a wig that's taking up most of your forehead space and it's gonna look so wiggy. So make sure you are pushing back all of your hair. Now, trick number 2, I use tiny little thin elastics instead of like the thick ones. Why? Because thick elastics add bulk. You wouldn't think so, but they really do. It makes a humongous difference on the way the back of the wig actually sits. But we're going for sleek and flat. We do not want any type of bulk. And so from here, we're gonna make a braid on each side, keeping everything like smooth, simple, no hard braids here, just the type of braids like you basically learned whenever you were like 7 years old. Once I've braided both sides, then I'll secure them with elastics on both ends, keeping the braid from like coming undone, of course. Super easy so far, right? But here comes trick number 3 on how we're gonna get that flat wig to our head. And it's probably the easiest yet most game-changing step that I have that is going to flatten your hair. I take each braid and I'll wrap it around the bottom of my head on opposite sides and pin it up with bobby pins. Now, bobby pins could like leave damage to your wig and all that. We're not going to keep the bobby pins there, but we're putting bobby pins so this way the braid can stay in place. Then we're going to use some Gotta Be glue hairspray. We're going to freeze our hair upwards. This stuff, I swear, is like, it's not normal hairspray. It freezes everything in place. It's almost like glue, but not damaging or anything like that. It comes out with water. As soon as you wash your hair, it's going to come out. But we are going to freeze these braids in place, and then after that you can take out the bobby pins. You'll be amazed at like how this actually holds all day long. And at this point you can remove the bobby pins once the hairspray is dried. I did not do it. I completely forgot and I just like left the bobby pins. It didn't do anything like too bad, but I would remove them because you don't want them like poking through the lace and damaging your wig. So now it's time for the wig cap. If you don't like wig caps, no problem. You can use like wig grips too. Some of my favorite wig grips are this one right here. This one has grippy bumps all over and just holds your wig so good. Or this Milano wig grip. This is a game changer for a lot of women. It stops your wig from slipping back and holds your wig in place all day long without like needing any type of glue. But for today, I'm just focusing on prepping the hair. So I'm gonna use a basic wig cap. And at this point, you can already see how flat my hair is. Once your hair is prepped like this, you're halfway to a flawless wig install. Of course, wigs can be puffy straight out of the box whenever you take them out. Like they always look like fluffy and big and just like you guys can see, like it looks like it's lifted just a little bit, but it's very flat. You don't have any of those bumps like whenever people make buns in the back of their head. You don't have any bumps poking out. It's able to actually lay flat to my head. But from here, what you would do is you'd go in with like a flat comb, a hot comb, or you would go in with some mousse and you would flatten that hair down. But since I'm only talking about prepping the hair, we're not going to do that. That's going to be in a different video. But if you're loving this video so far, just wait until you hear about the wig that I'm actually wearing. It's from Main Wishes, and this wig has such a special story behind it. I'll let you guys listen.
What is up, you guys? My name is Bethany. I am the owner and founder of Main Wishes, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about our story. When I was 21 years old, I was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. After my first round of chemotherapy, I lost all of my hair. In retrospect, I think that losing my hair was the most devastating part of going through cancer. And maybe not so coincidentally, a year prior to this, I was enrolled in cosmetology school. One week, my instructor taught us how to make wigs that we later donated to the Cancer Society. So when I lost all of my hair due to chemotherapy, I remember that class. I was determined to return to some sort of sense of normalcy. Started making myself a wig. It took about 2 days. Lots of frustration, lots of trial and error. When it was all done, I took the wig, I ran up to my room, I put it on my bald little head. It just forever changed my life. My heart smiled when I looked at myself in the mirror. I felt like myself again. I was laughing again. I was dancing around my room. It just brought me so much hope in such a difficult time in my life. After I made that first wig, it seemed like every week I was making myself a new wig. I was constructing it myself. I was customizing the color. I have specialized in wigs and hair extensions for several years now, almost a decade. I've also specialized in color for just as long. And so I really take everything that I've learned in my experience, in my career, in my life experience, going through medical hair loss. I really just pour it into my work, and I just want to give back to women who are also suffering from these things. We provide one-of-a-kind human hair wigs that have seamless hairlines, gorgeous color. Each wig is individually colored by a certified master licensed colorist. Each wig is handmade and is just as unique as the person who will be receiving it. I've spent a decade making wigs, and I feel like we've finally created something that has really just been perfected. I'm so excited to have them out into the world and just provide that sense of empowerment, hope, freedom for women to express themselves the way that they want to. The best part is that for every wig sold, a wig is donated to a woman who is undergoing the devastating effects of chemotherapy. Thank you so much for joining us in our mission to give back. Thank you so much for allowing us to grant your hair wishes and make your hair dreams and the hair of your dreams come true.
Alright, so if you guys want to support this amazing woman like I am and her company, I'll leave a link below so you guys can just check out her wigs and the wig that I'm actually wearing right now. But let me tell you, this company is something else. The founder journey is just amazing. I love Bethany, and I'm actually doing a giveaway where I'm giving away one of her wigs in my next few videos. So if you guys want to be a part of that giveaway, leave a comment down below. Let me know your story, your journey, why you would like a wig, and make sure you subscribe and you'll be entered for this giveaway coming up. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did and you guys want to see how I cut the lace off this wig like a pro, don't miss my next video in this series. I'm taking you step by step through this entire wig process, and you don't want to miss a thing.